this is Natasha from Big Rock Organics, and I am here to share with you the week 6 box. We have some exciting things this week, one of which is potatoes. So you're going to find our wonderful little fresh crop of potatoes here. These are called new potatoes, which means that they're very thin-skinned, so be careful when you're washing. Just go very, very gentle with them. And you'll also want to just wash them right before you're to use them. Otherwise you'll rub the skin off. So they are dirty, I apologize, but we're going to let you guys wash them when you're ready. And to store them just like this. And they're so delicious. I cannot wait to dig into my new potatoes here. And these are a variety called Red Pontiac, and they're an earlier maturing variety. We are actually kind of rushing and digging up some of the plants, even though they're still alive, to just harvest some of these fresh potatoes for you. The bigger harvest will come in a few weeks when all the plants have died back. So those are those potatoes we've been waiting so anxiously for and working hard all season. We planted those in the dark, so we're very excited to see them come to light. We have broccoli this week. You might be getting a head. You might be getting florets. When you cut a head of broccoli, the side shoots are called florets, and they continue all season long. So you only get one head of broccoli, but you end up getting lots of these little florets. So you'll see those. I just made a broccoli cheese quiche this week, but that was really yummy. We have this beautiful, dainty little basil. We are just starting. Our basil plants are a little small, but I wanted to give you a sampler. These amazing, oh, it smells so good. I just gotta open it up. Oh, it smells amazing. So you could take and top a caprese sandwich or a bruschetta with this. It's just such a big amount of flavor in these tiny leaves. Now, basil, you don't want to wash that till you're ready to use it. It will turn it black. So I would just have it in these little bags, your dainty, precious little basil. So enjoy. We have leeks. Those are new this week, and they are edible all the way up to about here or so. Make sure you wash them real well. You can tend to get some dirt stuck in these crevices and things. And they are a little bit like an onion, a little bit like garlic. Saute them, use them in place as you would any onion, and they have a much more mild flavor. So we'll have leeks all season long. These are just the tiny ones, kind of the start, but we wanted to give you something a little bit different and fun to try. My favorite, of course, I have a recipe that I make quite often at the shop. That is a vegan potato leek soup. It's really, really good. So we'll feature that a little bit later in the season. We have beets, of course. Lovely little beets, and those will keep. I have had beets in my fridge for probably about 4 weeks now. What I did is I just wrapped them in a little bit of aluminum foil, and they'll keep really nicely until I'm ready to use them. So lovely little beets. We have, of course, our Swiss chard. Last week I made a really fun pork tenderloin, and I just seared it on all the sides. And then in a separate pan I sauteed in some bacon grease, because, well, life is better with everything sauteed in bacon grease. A little bacon grease, a little bit of onion, garlic, hot pepper flakes, and then I threw in the chard and reduced that down and let it cook till it was tender. And then I took that pork tenderloin and I topped it with the chard, and then I topped it with panko breadcrumbs and then Parmesan cheese, and I just put it in the slow roast in the crock pot for about 4 hours, and that was really delicious. So a great way to use up a lot of Swiss chard. I used up probably 4 weeks worth of Swiss chard with that, and then also I took some of it and made a quiche with it as well. So a really great little recipe for that chard. We have kale. Another great recipe for the kale, and this is courtesy of one of our farm helpers from a few years ago, Anna. She gave this recipe to us, and I make it all the time. And even my husband likes it, so if you can get a husband to like kale, this is a great recipe. So you take and de-rib this, chop it up, you know, and de-rib it and get it all ready. Then you're going to take and pour a little Italian dressing over it, and then add in all kinds of chopped vegetables, whatever you have on hand. I actually like to add a little bit of tomatillo, which is a Mexican tomato. It's a husk tomato. Add a little tomato, any sort of onion in there, peppers, zucchini, fresh grated or fresh cored, whatever you have on hand. And then you just toss that with that Italian dressing and sprinkle a little Parmesan in there, and it makes a great cold salad that is actually better with age. So I'll make it the first day, and then it's even better the second or third day. So that's a great thing that you can enjoy all week long with your kale. All right, we have a very big bunch of cilantro this week. The cilantro is doing great. So cilantro there for you, and all kinds of fun stuff that you can do with that. So we'll include some special recipes this week for the cilantro. We have some pak choy back again. This is the last of the pak choy. We kind of took the hearts of the pak choy, and so you have some nice little bunches. So go ahead and throw that into a curry. It's also good in a stir fry. So some pak choy for you there. We have kohlrabi this week again. I hope you had a chance to try it out in something last week. Again, just peel this bottom here, slice it. I like it raw with a little bit of ranch dressing, but you can also steam it, roast it, throw it in with your root vegetables as you're roasting things. It's just a really versatile vegetable. We have some radishes this week. The last week on the radishes. So if you are a radish fan, sorry. If you're not, yay. Our purple radishes, this heat is just beating them. So we have some radishes for the last week here, and a very, very special guest, a head of cabbage. We have actually about 3 different kinds of cabbages planted right now, and this one is just a nice normal cabbage, just a round head of cabbage. And then we've got a Savoy cabbage coming up later in the season, and a cone head cabbage. So those are kind of fun and novel. But for now we have this beautiful little head of cabbage. And then our glory this week is this beautiful little rosette. We have a couple of different either red or green head lettuce, and these are a special variety called Salanova that we get from Johnny Seeds, and I am just like blown away with how beautiful and perfect they are. So just a gorgeous little head of salad. So that is our box this week. A couple of new things, so enjoy, send us your recipes, and happy cooking!